Okay, we are on to step number 5 now, web and mobile optimization. There's nothing to perform here. You just open up a document and start listing things down. I've made a list so that I don't waste your time. Here are the few things that I would pay attention to. Number 1, create a dynamic website. Whenever you build a website, focus on the tablet and the mobile usage, because majority of the people that use access websites in today's world seem to be using it on a mobile device like a smartphone or a tablet. Okay, so of course desktop and laptop is going to be there by default. Okay, you want to make sure that your website loads properly on desktop, laptop, tablet, as well as on smartphones. Okay, make your website mobile responsive, and that's what I already showed you. Usually when I build my website, I look at the desktop version. As you can see, when I hover over, it says desktop, and then there is a tablet landscape. So what I mean by this is, this gives you a view from a tablet PC when it's in the landscape mode, right? Horizontal. So every section that I design, I would do it on desktop, and then I'll take a look at it from the tablet perspective, and then of course also from a mobile standpoint. Okay, and I will make sure that my text is not too big on a mobile device, because by default on desktop you would have a large font, right? But for my I'll show you what I mean. When I'm on a desktop, let's see this headline right here. If I were to go to style, take a look at the font size. This is about 32 or maybe 40 pixels. That's what this is about by default. Okay, let me quickly check. Yeah, it's beyond that. So I think 48 it is. Yeah, so it is 3 rem, which is 48 pixels. That's what this is on a desktop device. But when I clicked on the mobile one, you'll see that the size of the headline just shrunk, right? It became smaller. So if I were to go to style and typography, you'll see that instead of 48 pixels on desktop, it's down to 28 on mobile devices. So this is how I do it. I make sure that my fonts are adjusting to the various screen sizes. Not just for text, it's also the buttons. Okay, on a mobile device, your buttons should be clickable. It shouldn't be so tiny that it's people are going to use the tip of their nail to click on a button. That's bad user experience. Okay, your button should be nice and big. There should be enough spacing between each, so that when clicked, it doesn't take the user to another page unintended. Okay, I hope that makes sense. That's what you would want to pay attention to when it comes to mobile responsiveness. All right, you can, after you design your web page, you can also use something called mobile friendly test. Okay, you can go to Google and search for mobile friendly test. Browser Stack is a paid one. I've used this in the past for my clients. It's pretty cool. It'll give you a view of your website on over 3,000 simulated devices. Okay, but I'm going to use the free one. It's from Small SEO Tools. So you can type in a website's URL like amazon.in, and we can start a test. Make sure you include the HTTP or HTTPS. Apparently that's how it works. It's a free tool. It's got a number of free options on this Small SEO Tools. I've used this extensively while doing my projects, so you may check it out, smallseotools.com. Okay, so that's going to load. In the meantime, I could take a look at some of the other things. You need to make sure your website loads quickly. Okay, ideally under 3 seconds. Make sure your web pages load in under 3 seconds. Okay, that's the idea. Let's see. Yes, there we go. From a mobile responsiveness, mobile friendly test, this is how the website looks like on a mobile device. So it's a really cool tool. You can use a tool like Google's Page Speed Insights for determining the speed. I think we already did that, didn't we? So here it is. I've popped in Amazon.in. It's going to give me some stats. It's going to tell me what's my LCP, FCP, INP, cumulative layout shift. This is, are there any changes to the layout as it's loading? The person wants to click on a button, but as the web page loads, the layout changes so drastically that click doesn't result in anything at all, for example, right? So those are all under CLS, or cumulative layout shift. Okay, just go through them. That will help you determine the page speeds, and in fact Google will specifically tell you what you need to improve if you go to Page Speed Insights. As you scroll down, it's going to tell you what the problem is. Yeah, so FCP is in red, blocking time, LCP is in red, and if you scroll down in the diagnostic section, it's going to tell you how to fix it. For example, LCP, largest contentful pane element. If you'd want to fix it, you'd want to click on the drop down menu. It's going to tell you what needs to be fixed. Okay, and you can click on this link, learn more about it, and try and get it fixed. For this, you'll need a developer to help you with. Okay, a web developer is needed for that. But at least as a marketer, as an SEO, you can use these tools to determine if a web page is mobile friendly or if it loads under 3 seconds. If not, you can share that report with your developer and they'll do it. Next is the site navigation. I've spoken about site navigation as well. I very highly recommend your navigation menu is anywhere between 3 and 7 elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's your navigation. Make sure you keep it anywhere between 3 and 7 is a good idea. Okay, if there is a sub menu, you can add them. Right now, when you look at this website that I've designed, all the products can be put on one page. So I didn't see a need for having separate pages. Otherwise, I'd have a separate page just for Burma teak. Okay, ideally I would in the future make it a full-fledged web page where I'll share information about this, some reviews, and if I have some gallery like a portfolio of Burma teak wooden flooring, I put all of that, include a video, and so on and so forth. For now, I do not see a need for this website because of the limited content. So I've left, I've just created all this content on one page, but you could even make like a drop-down menu, have individual products or services pages. That's very important. And last but not the least, I recommend having breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs are these links. We've already discussed this in the class. So let's say I went into Huawei's band, like so. If you notice here, this part, you see this, the activity tracker is the category. From there, we've come to a specific product page, which is Huawei Band 6. The activity tracker, in turn, is a part of sports gadgets as a bigger category. And this sports gadgets is a part of sports, fitness, and outdoors as even large category. Okay, so biggest category, the next level, and finally the product. By doing that, you help your website's visitors to easily navigate and get back to the page they came from. Okay, that's the whole idea. So there it is. That's your web page and mobile optimization.